Hello and welcome to week 5 of our Edut522 course. Um, I am your instructor, Todd Reed, just kind of confirming that with most people out there. Hopefully you've had an opportunity to look at some emerging technologies in the past as we did our review in week 5. I'll go through and grade those this week to make sure that you all have a commitment to what's happening in classrooms and how those can support the learning of students. Let's kind of look into this week and go through a review of what's happening. And I will take you through that review here and show you some things that are relevant to the tasks that we're trying to complete. And so hopefully that we all get an opportunity to take a look at those this week in week 5. So this week in week 5, something to look at is our dependence on technology in emerging technologies and what's out there that's really kind of on the cutting edge of learning for students and some adults also. So you're going to look on both categories. We're going to try and use these emerging technologies as a way to go beyond just the Web 2.0 tools that we can include in our classroom for instruction. But we look more and more into some virtual reality pieces that are being used within business. You can look back on the Horizons report, some emerging technologies, and really see how those are being used in incorporation with any K-12 classrooms or college classrooms. A lot of the times I will look at the college environments just to kind of make sure what's going on technology-wise to know how they're going to filter down to the high school environment or what high school students need to be ready for, and then what middle schools need to be ready for, and what elementary students need to be ready for. And so it's kind of like that backwards design or backwards plan to make sure things are going correctly. So reviewing week 5, there's some readings and some videos for this week. Remember, look at our Evernote accounts to make sure you're going through and seeing what kind of articles are available for you that relate to the topics of the week. Our controller of our discussion modules is Stephanie. And take a look at that. And if you want to see who may be supporting Stephanie, there's a listing on there, and I'll type that up on this one also so we can see. I think there's 2 people for this week, if I'm not mistaken. And so those are discussions. Make sure we have the discussion, the icebreakers posted by Tuesday and Thursday. Everybody has had a chance to participate and really look at that. And I have commented the last couple of weeks on substantive response, that it has great substance to the course and relates, and look at what scholarly pieces that we can say we're looking at to affirm our comments and things that we're making within the discussion. And really that's the way to deepen the level of any of these courses that you're taking with Concordia, is really to look at the opportunities that the discussions can provide and making those networking connections. And by looking at scholarly pieces, it really helps the whole group in a collaborative learn if we're all going out and looking at those different resources. And so it's not an instructor-driven course where instructor goes and gets all the information and brings it into the class and say, here it is. But it's really led by the students in the collaborative of wanting to learn and develop greater instincts of what applies to the classrooms or the conversations that's going on. So look at that and kind of think about that piece as you go through and make your comments and your discussion pieces. I know it takes time, but it's so much more rewarding for everyone else when they go through and they get to read the discussion, to get that in-depth piece that really reflects on a scholarly thought, a way of applying, and a way of producing and making it happen for them. Emerging technologies assignment for this week, our presentation will include links to our discussion board. Some pieces that we need to make sure that you're keen into is that we have a general format for our project. In this week, you should go through the Google spreadsheet, fill it out, find your cohort, make sure that your topic and information is on there, research the new emerging technologies to create multimedia presentations for your week 7. So we're looking forward on this. Again, our grading is looking at the topic chosen as a new and emerging technology. Is it duplicated by any other presentation? And so when you're going through those discussion pieces, this is really where it reflects, and that's why we want to make sure those discussion pieces are well. Clearly advanced presentation of emerging technology is provided, opportunity for using a variety of multimedia tools, graphics, and things like that. Clear communication, make sure that we're making our statements clear, and we're giving credit for all sources, and that's usually where I see some of our needs for support link along those lines of making sure that we have a cited source, a searchable source. Okay, so that's what we're looking for in that week 5 assignment. Okay, in our Google spreadsheet, you'll see an example. Okay, these are examples of other classes and what they've done. Now you can mimic these, but we're trying not to duplicate the content that's available to us here. Okay, and so what you'll see after today is I'll create a new spreadsheet that's a copy of this spreadsheet for you to be able to sign up on, use, and talk about your emerging technologies that you might want to use, and they don't have to be on this list by any means. But I will let you see these in conjunction with our own list, so you get an opportunity to kind of look and see what and how those are being used by previous people. It's always good to kind of look at examples of learning. Just kind of a heads up and looking forward to the week's content. Week 6, like we've talked about, hopefully by this time you may have tried to make connections. I know it's kind of a weird time of the year to go do a site visit with someone and go and see what they're going to produce. But I wanted to share with everyone field trip options for the week 6 assignment. And really what I found, since most teachers are finishing up their classrooms that I know this week, there wasn't a lot of place for me to do a virtual tour or have them support and walk through, but I did find some elements that would link in well to this assignment and be really clear for you to report on. So let me go through what those are. The first is, I know Kyle does a webinar and where they actually do presentations of technologies. So you might want to link into the research and resources piece on I know Kyle website, and hopefully get invited to their one of their speeches or webinars, or look at one of their post webinars and see the adaptive or emerging technologies that are being used in the classroom. So that's one thing that you can do for this assignment, to really look at a tour of someone's classroom or a way that they're adapting or using technology. Another one that I found, it's really, really good. It kind of shows you great and innovative examples of technology and teaching being used into a classroom. And so if you haven't heard of Most Likely to Succeed, there's actually a movie out that's called Most Likely to Succeed. It gives the students, teachers, and everyone the opportunity to kind of see a best case scenario environment where teachers have really gone out of their way to create and share different environments for student learning. Let me drop one of those in here. And so if you're looking at the Most Likely to Succeed website, really what you're going to see is Most Likely to Succeed. They actually have a film. You can capture a lot of this online. I know that people have downloaded the video in its entirety. There's little bits and trailer pieces. I'm going to show you the live version here. But like I said, there are some online versions that may be pirated from them. But it's not a movie you go out and see at a theater, but they're using, and you can see from the little video pieces that we have here, is the innovative technologies that are being used in classrooms across California and across the nation. So you can kind of take a look at this Most Likely to Succeed. It goes over one of my favorite authors and looking at the skills that students need to be successful in the upcoming work environment, knowing that no job will have a specific definition by the time a lot of our students start moving forward. If you're so lucky that you get to go out and see this at the Mayo Elementary School, they're having a screening of this video. And so it may give you the opportunity. This screening is right on time for us. It's Monday, June 13th, and you can actually register on the most likely to see website if you have a chance to go out. So if anyone's in the area of Compton, California, near this elementary school, you might have the opportunity to go see this video. It's at 9 to 11 o'clock. I don't think we have any time to kind of arrange a screening at any one site so that we'd be able to use it. But there are screenings. Like I said, there's also videos that people have taken what they've shown here in the video and the movie and actually put them online. So you can go search for those. They're not on YouTube. So the YouTube inclusion pieces talk about Tony Wagner, the essential elements of students, looking at the outdated U.S. educational system and what teachers are doing to kind of be more interactive for those. And so those are some things that you can look at for our virtual tours. Anything else that you might find that's a virtual tour of a classroom that are using technologies? I know within California, there's a lot of schools who've taken their makerspace and kind of made videos of their makerspace showing the different elements and things they're doing. So you can use that as your virtual tour also. And these are all in lieu of that you can't get out to a site and actually see someone using innovative technologies at this time of the year. Okay, so I want to make sure we all had options and things that we could look at during that time. So again, it's week 5, and we have a assignment to complete. The new new spreadsheet will be attached to the week 5 documents for you all to select your presentational topics. Again, we're not trying to overlap 3 or 4. So once you see the video and you jump on there and you want to get to a specific topic, that may be the time that you need to do that. But we'll make that accessible to everyone after this video. Hopefully you'll have a good week. And I did receive a lot of your week 4 assignments. Some of them are hard to save or hard to attach to the Blackboard system. That's okay. If you emailed them to me, I got them, and I will grade them from that point. Okay. Have a good week. Thank you guys very much.